Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I tried out the Trackman combine again. Now, I like to do these every month or so. Kind of gives me a good practice, like a pressure practice scenario. And last month I got my highest score of 87.7 out of 100, and that might sound terrible, but I'll explain why that's good at the later end of the video. But you start off with these 60s, and we were getting a little squirrely on that shot, but this is where I've noticed the Trackman combine either make or breaks you. Because even though I hit it to 9 feet on that 60-yard shot, it only gave me an 83 score, which is unfortunate. But like 10 feet from 70 yards only gets you 85. So this is where I actually tend to practice most of my game leading up to this combine. Like 6 feet is great from 70 yards. I mean, I'd take that all day, but something you don't see while I'm cutting is that I go through my routine every time leading up to these shots. I just don't rapid fire because then there's no pressure. I like to beat my high scores as much as I can, so. And I believe I paid it off here. Yeah, well, not paid off, but got it pretty close. And again, I'm not into rapid firing, so actually after every yardage trio, because you have to hit 3 shots from each yardage, I tend to redo my routine, or a shortened version of it, which is re-grip, breathe out, take the stance, do a little feely shot there, look at the target one more time and commit to that yardage. And this just helps you really feel committed on each shot, and you hit it to 5 feet. So I mean, like, you can't really complain. And then that one, those just hurt, but hey, you get one back. Trackman combine is, it's really easy to get off the train. Start seeing some low 80s or high 70s, you can get pretty flustered, but that's why I continue to do that routine, because I'll hit shots, bounce back shots like that to 100. I think this one was only 86 now. Moving up to the 54 degree at the 100-yard shot. This one I really like. Actually, in my clip, 120 yards and in, I am just deadly, as you can see from right there. And I noticed Trackman tends to not get shorter pitch shots right all the time, but again, we're just going through my little routine where I'll do a little mini step into it as if I'm standing behind the ball and hitting it. But since everything's lined up for me in a simulator, you don't have to go back every time, but really helps practice the importance of the routine. Now, again, just stepping back, resetting. I forgot, or not forgot, my gap wedge is in the shop right now, adding a ½ inch to it because that's what the length we like is. And we have a wedge fitting coming up with AJ. So I can't really hit my 54 that far. As you can see, they're trying to kind of give it all, and it kind of gets a little bit for me here. Or I just hit it straight and don't get it there, like this shot. So I really need my gap wedge, which is a 50 on these shots. But we got away with that one. I think we thinned it a little to get it out there. But 140 has been a struggle distance for me, so I've been practicing it a lot. Kind of like the 150 and in to 130, and this has been the best sequence of 140 shots I've hit ever. Like, just keeping it in the 90s and hitting it inside of 15 feet and in is something I need to be doing every time. Like 7 feet is just great for me on that one. I actually hit my irons really well today, moving up to the 9 iron. Just as long as it's inside of 90s, I think we're great on the course. That one I knew I just shut the face to the path, unfortunately, but I'm a player who likes to play a little bit of a pull cut or a cut in general. I tend to hit it good just like that one. But the pull cut, I like it keeps spin up for consistency, but it goes lower because you're hitting it a little to the left. That one got away from me, but I think I honestly lucked out. It didn't go farther right. But yeah, I try to hit cuts. I tend to hit it farther when I hit cuts. If you want to know why, leave a comment and I'll explain why. And bam, 97. That's but, you know, there's highs and there's lows, and then we just basically heel drop one to the right on that one. Now, Trackman doesn't like how I hit drivers. I miss it on the heel. When you miss it on the heel, it fades more, but because of gear effect, Trackman reads it as the face is closed, so I hit a draw right there. And this one, I just tried to hit it more in the center. And I think this ball is becoming dead because normally I do not carry it this short, especially in a full shot. Luckily, we lucked out with this one and hit it 100, or scored 100, but again, only carried 280, which is just slightly weird.
I always find the transition between going from drivers back to 60s very challenging. So I wait a minute.
So yes, after I hit my drives, I tend to take 2 or 3 minutes as if I'm almost like waiting on a tee, just to like calm myself down, because it is hard to go from basically 15 full shots, including a driver, back to a 60-yard shot. And even though like that felt like a normal 60 shot, I hit it 70 yards. Like it is very hard to do that, but luckily we got that one back. And spoiler alert, we got this one back as well. Woo! So, again, up to 70 yards. It felt like I hit a 70-yard shot, and it just carried too far. And that one just hurt. And that shot I hit felt like I hit a 60-yard shot, and it still went too far. This one I really slowed my tempo down just to hit it shorter, and it still went over 70 yards. Like that one felt like an 80-yard shot, and it went 8 yards too far. It's just what it is. But I think we got dialed in a groove here now. Feeling like I'm hitting 60 yards, 80 yards, but pull that one a bit. 90's kind of been my go for it all the time yardage. I just tend to always hit it within 15 feet and have a good birdie chance in there. Yep, just like that. Even though I missed this one, it still went to 10 feet or 11 feet, so I can't really complain. 100 has kind of been my backup distance, anything from like 100 to 120 I love, but that one's just a straight pull, unfortunately. I tend to pull my wedges more, just to keep it a little low, but I love the flight on those. Again, just going through the routine, not trying to rush and screw up, you know. I tell you, not rushing really pays off in golf, as you can see. And here I wish I just had my 50 degree just so I wouldn't have to try to hit this so hard. Yeah, or not hard enough, you know. Normally I hit this thing about 115, so just to get another 5 yards out of it was very challenging. On to my new star yardage here. I knew that one was so good, I just picked it up and kept going. I may have missed it a little bit, but it still worked out. These new irons are very forgiving. And this one was so good, I just walked away and kept going. On to 160. At this point, I'm kind of realizing I only have a few shots left. I need these to be very good, and I knew that one was good. And this is why I do this combine, for these reasons. Under pressure to execute and hit the shots I needed. And here's a prime example of me kind of just waiting. I did not want to rush to screw up, so I took a little extra time. Kind of backed off, and just like, let's just wait a bit. No sense to rush these last 6 shots. Just did the full routine. And delivered. Yep. It's nice when you can hit an 8-iron 180 yards, but I'm telling you, these new irons, they have been working very nicely. I mean, that was so good I didn't even look at it. Alright, 3 more shots. Need them all to be good. At this point, or just before the 8-irons, I thought I was going to reach a new high score. So I took a little extra time on these drives. I mean, 100 off the bat was good. 100 off the next bat was good. And I thought it all came down to this drive, which I thought I hit good. Might have healed it a bit. But I was 0.7 away from tying my all-time best. And this is where the scoring system gets kind of weird, because even though I scored an 87 out of 100, as you can see on my projected result of my handicap, I'm a +5 or better. So technically I got an A+, because I'm like... Well, technically I got an A because I didn't reach my best score. But hey, I'm still in my projected handicap range. Now at first I thought it was that drive, but it was honestly the 2 shots in the 60 yards. That was a 20 and a 30 that got like no points. And then 2 shots in the 70 that got that 21 and 20 that really docked me. And then it was those 2 shots in the 80, those 24 and 27. If those were all within just 15 feet, my score would have been an 88 or higher. But we keep practicing, we keep trying. That's why we play this game, and that's why we practice. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked what you saw, subscribe. Have a great day.